Hello, everybody. I'm going to fix this camera before Oscar gets here. He always gets mad at me. And I got the light pointing the wrong way. Please enter your name and where you are calling in from. All right. Oh, a lot of people entering their names and where they're calling. Hey, Joyce, I think I can see you over. I see your balcony, your hotel room from the other side of the river. Hey, Mark, how are you? And Pedicee and Carter from Pedicee area. Sorry, Las Tablas area. Hey, Carter, come on live. I want to, sorry I didn't get back to you. Swamped this week with the Cherokee Highland Tours, but we want to test your, Carter's my tester on Mac product for the StreamYard platform. So during the call, I'll bring you on. Hey, Paul and Paul. Hey, David, Matt, General, New York City. Good morning, all. James, Tim, and Belinda. How are you guys? On the 1st of August. Yes, you will. Just waiting on Oscar and Megan. They're in the other room. Okay, why am I not logged in? Okay, we're going to get going, guys, in less than 2 minutes, or maybe 1 minute. Just got to find my business partners. Where'd they go? Oh, here you go.
Hello.
Kind of saving us for me, but yes.
Good evening. Happy
evening.
Thursday.
You guys talk about something for a minute. I forgot to bring something up.
We were talking
Don't
about
worry. Oscar knows a guy.
There we go.
usually.
Is that going to be the new official company shirts? Can we get one too?
Probably.
Okay.
Happy Canada Day. Happy 4th of July.
Oh, and 20th of July is Colombian independence.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
We're not celebrating anything here, but
July is for Canada, US, and Colombia.
Mm-hmm. We had, for all our Canadian friends, we had a Canada Day party on Monday, and I haven't heard of any July 4th big parties.
There's a lot of events.
Yeah.
I know there is a lot of events in the city.
Well, there's a lot of dinners and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
dinners,
special meals.
I know for Pal, this restaurant, Los Molinos, are doing a nice all-you-can-eat ribs, and I think they have wings and good dishes on Friday.
I guess I've been here long enough because I didn't even remember until I talked to my family today.
That's
And
I know.
they said,
That's
"We're
why
doing this for 4th of July.
we looked last week at the calendar. This is the 3rd. It's people are going to be traveling, but hey, there's still some people that are going to need their questions asked. So we decided to do the Q&A anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll kick off your holiday weekend for you here.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
So in the US, it's gonna be a long weekend since Friday's holiday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So anyhow, we're going to get started with our Q&A here. Now this is like an Ask Anything Q&A. So, and then since it's going to be a smaller group on this one, we'd like to meet some of you. So please type the word live, even if you don't have a question. If you want to say hello and tell us what, or maybe you're already in Panama and want to tell us about your place. There we go. That's brave. We haven't done that before. So maybe we'll just get some perfect strangers come on the chat.
We love to build as many new relationships and get to see people they are interested in or just never know about Panama and potentially they pop into our Q&A. That will make actually even more fun. It all means a lot to us because that means trust.
There we go. We're gonna
We got
have
lots of lives.
yeah, we're gonna bring you guys in a
Awesome.
second, right after our very quick introduction. 30 seconds each. Go, Megan.
Okay, I'm Megan. I'm from Pennsylvania. Moved to Panama in 2018 with the Peace Corps. Met my husband Oscar. Moved up here to Boquete. Now we have a little 2.5-year-old. I run a lot of the operations and logistics on our tours, and love to connect with all of our expats when they come on tour and then eventually decide to move here.
Ding. That was good. My name is Rod from Vancouver, Canada. Moved here 13 years ago and love it down here. Can't say any more than that. Us Canadians are unique. We can move here for tax reasons, and that's what I did. I was 47 when I originally came down here. Met Oscar my first couple months here. We became friends, business partners. We started this company 6 years ago now, and we had another company in the same similar business before that. But we do 7-day tours, 3-day tours, and we have now the Panama Total Access Pass. Check out our website at retireinpanamatours.com.
And I'm the helper.
yeah, he's the helper.
I'm the one to serve the coffees.
Yeah.
I'm Oscar Peña, originated from Cali, Colombia. Been here since August 2009. Love Panama. I consider myself as facilitator I can be for all of you, for my peeps, including for my business partner and brother. And I have a background in tourism and hospitality, hotel management, restaurants. So that has allowed me to perform my job decently. And I'm in charge of the tours at 7-day in the Cherokee Highlands to make sure all of you are understanding the culture, understanding the inside outs of Panama, and just to transition in translating why the things in Panama are done the way it is. So I'm basically trying to be the bridge in between the cultures.
Cool. That was our quickest introduction. So I have sent invites to the people that asked to be live, and just in random order, whoever comes on first, you'll see a pop up on your screen. And then also for everyone else, please type your questions in the chat now. Let's just use the chat for the questions, and we're going to get to every one of them before the end of the call. Now we are going to bring on, this is kind of unique. This is something Carter and I have been
Carter
about.
Hello.
Carter. He lives
Oscar, Megan, and Rod. How are you doing? I'm Carter. I'm from Kelowna, BC, Canada, and I'm presently living just in a little town outside of Las Tablas. I sign on as Las Tablas because nobody knows where Bayano is. But anyway, I love it here. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Megan and Rod for coffee when I visited Boquete a little while ago. And then just last week, I hooked up with Oscar in Chitre during one of their stops and met a whole bunch of the group that he had on tour. So I just love it here. The prices are, it makes it easy to live within your means, and the climate is second to none. I mean, my old go-to was you don't have to shovel sunshine. So that's what I tell all my Canadian friends in November, December, January, February, and March. So, but I just love it here.
That's beautiful, man.
Wonderful.
I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy you're living. You feel good, feeling safe, and enjoying the real Panama experience, because you are in a very quite rural area of Panama, which has a lot of the culture.
Yes, it's
that's you. You got to be so proud of yourself that you just went in full in.
Well, I made a lot of wrong turns and went to a lot of wrong offices, but I managed to get my e-cedula, my driver's license, and when I bought this house here, or actually I'm on a 1 hectare parcel, with the help of a lawyer for the property purchase, but I did most everything myself. And now Bayano has 80 families, and I'm the sole Canadian up here. So I am in the rural area.
Probably the sole foreigner.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you are.
So let's take, those of you who don't have a clue, let's take a quick look at where Carter lives.
Bayano.
Yeah. the Azuero Peninsula, there's Panama City, is this big thing that sticks out.
You have to share your screen.
Yes.
There,
There
there you
you. What would I do without Megan? The
When I sit
Azuero
in my
Peninsula-
patio, I'm looking at Mount Canahagua, which is the highest point in all the Azuero Peninsula.
go. Cool.
Miami is a
Las
very,
Tablas.
so we gotta be go to Las Tablas. Aim to Las Tablas.
We'll show Las Tablas.
Yeah.
You can put in Bayano de Las Tablas and his town.
Bayano Los Santos is actually.
Oh, Bayano de
Bayano Los Santos.
Yeah, this is
But
Las
there's Las
Tablas
Tablas.
area.
And
Yes.
then he's just in a little bit.
Just type
Yeah.
Bayano. BAYANO.
Oh.
There we go.
There you go.
That's it. There I am.
There's another Bayano. There is a Bayano lake towards Darien. That is which a huge.
There's a few.
Yeah.
There's another one in Azuero and in Bocas, I think.
Yeah. Panama has the same names, different locations, but same name.
So it's just like, what are you, like 20 kilometers from Las Tablas?
Yeah, it's about on these roads here, it's just under half an hour, maybe 25 minutes drive, a casual drive into the city of the town of Las Tablas. Yes.
Mhm. The mountains that you mentioned is Huarico, huh?
Pardon, Oscar, I didn't get that.
Yes, Canahagua.
Kanahagua.
Canahagua, that's right. That's the
Kanahagua,
mountain
yeah.
that I look at every day right from my terrace.
So
Cool.
that sounds like a vacation trip for us with my 4x4.
There we go. Oscar's
Yep.
coming to visit.
There you go. And
Okay,
Rod,
Carter, thank you for visiting. Go
my
ahead.
compliments on the instruction to do the WISE thing.
I'll work
The
on
WISE
it.
transfer, I've now got down pat. And actually, the last one I did took exactly, I know it's a 24-hour turn from Bank of Montreal to WISE. That I'm
Yeah.
prepared for.
Mhm.
But the last time I clicked on send from WISE, it was a total time of 4 minutes elapsed
I know.
until I got a
did that
ding
this morning,
and my
too.
Banco General said, you have money.
Yeah, I know. It took 4 or 5 minutes for the money to
Yep.
come. And I got my numbers down to like $36 a transfer. So,
Yes.
Yeah. Great. All right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Carter. And you got your Mac working properly with, what did you do? Recommend for people who have issues with Mac in our platform?
You have to run StreamYard and update your Mac to the latest OS. I think it's Sequoia, I think is the latest upgrade.
Nice.
But
Any-
StreamYard has an app you can install, right?
Yes, that's right. StreamYard has an app that you can put on that too, and I would probably suggest that you run the StreamYard app to get onto the platform. That's probably the easiest.
Okay, great.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to be in the studio with you. And again, thanks, Rod, Megan, and Oscar.
All right.
Thank you, man. Looking forward to see you again.
Next, we're going to bring in Rosalind.
Rosalind!
Rosalind's in the
Hi.
house. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing all right.
Where are you from?
I am here in Texas.
Texas!
Yeah,
Hi.
I'm in Mansfield, Texas.
Nice.
Good,
Okay.
good.
And
I
you
would love
want to
visit Texas
come to
one day.
Panama?
We want to. Hubby and I are both
Uh-huh.
retired, and just we want out of here quickly.
Yeah. Well, we'll be more than happy and honored to have you guys in our tour if you want to check out the whole country.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do just the Chicken Highlands, but the full country tour will give you a good grasp of the country and the culture and how things are down here. And it's fun. It's actually, I mean, you don't have to worry about anything besides just take notes, enjoy, embrace, and then after that, don't worry, we have all the support after.
To get you
Yeah,
here.
because that's been my concern, is because we've got so much that we've got to do here as far as clearing a house, and then to get it ready for sale.
Mhm.
And we want to probably purchase something because we both are not the renting type. We understand renting
Yeah.
ahead of time so that you make sure that you're in an area that you want to be in. I guess our concern at this point is cost of every
Yes.
upfront cost that you're paying for everything, between the tours and flights and uh you know that
Yeah.
thing, and knowing
So,
where to go. Here I
oh, for
like,
sure.
okay, how do I find a consulate here? Do I mean, it's, and I've been reading everything, I've been watching y'all's videos and everybody else's videos, and I'm so confused, and this one was fighting with this one, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do?
Well, I think that's why the tour is so important, because it's an investment. It's
Yeah.
a pre-investment to your investment. You want to make sure you really like it here first,
Yeah.
so you don't waste a bunch of money getting here and then say, what did we do? And
Yeah.
you're also getting reliable contacts and us who are going to lead you through. I mean, like the way Rob was just talking with Carter, and he cut down his wire transfer fees so much. Like, that's going to save him hundreds of dollars every year. Just like little things like that with good advice, it pays for itself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can save you like $1,200 a year just on your cell phone bills. We
That
can, when you do find a home, we have the top people we worked with for the last 15 years in this country that will help you find that, so you will get the best price. We can't guarantee it, but many of our clients save a lot more than the tour costs just by following our advice and not making mistakes. The information you're finding online, Rosalind, unfortunately, a lot of it's not true anymore. A lot of it's older, or a lot of it's just bad information.
Yeah.
I have found that out as well. And
You look at our TripAdvisor reviews and Google reviews, you'll see the support we give our people after the tour. That's the most important thing.
that is something that's really important, because like with us, it's not just us relocating. My husband actually has stage 4 prostate cancer, so he's in remission, and he went through chemo and all that other good stuff. He's actually doing exceptionally well. Okay.
Awesome.
And he basically told me that, I want to enjoy the rest of my life. And what do you say to somebody that says, I want to enjoy the rest of my life and I'm not doing it here? So what do we do? So everything is on me to find and do everything. And
Rosalind, you'll be in good hands with us. And when you do a tour, you also guess what you get. You get this book.
yes,
You got this, you got the support, and you guys will be in good hands. And we will be here, like we try to be for our folks. Your sword and your shield.
that's what we need. That's what we need, because I'm telling you, I'm getting information from so many different sources, it seems, and it's gotten confusing.
Yeah, it can be.
And frustrating.
Yeah. Understandable, yeah.
Even with
But I
us,
love y'all.
Like our tour guests that come and move here, they're like, I'm overwhelmed. We're like, okay, let's jump on a video call. Let's talk it through. And they always feel better within 30 minutes.
And that's me. That's me. Because like even right now, I've been checking flights and stuff. I've been doing that all day today. And I'm going, okay, this is crazy. This is crazy.
You can do it.
See, the big thing with our company is after the tour, you decide you fell in love with Panama, you're going to make the move. You're going to go home. You're going to list the house, and then you're going to have a Zoom meeting with us, just you guys and us. And we're going to build your checklist for you. You got to do this. You got to do this by this week, this by that week, this. And so we get you here the right way.
So is it one of those things where there's certain things that we need to take care of here before we arrive?
Yes. There's certain things like background checks and your pension letters, but we know how to do all that stuff. You don't have to search, because one person's going to tell you to get a deposit. One person's going to tell you to get none of that is right. Okay. I can tell you the right way that it's going to get accepted.
Okay. Yes. Because I've been seeing that too. And I'm like, well, what the heck is an apostle?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and
Don't even worry
I
about
thought I
that.
was gonna have to drive. I thought I was gonna have to drive to Austin, which
Yeah.
which is 5 hours from here.
No.
And
No, just connect with our attorneys. You can do it right on our website.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. They'll walk you through every step. And yeah, you don't have
There's no reason you could move with us without doing a Google search again. Honestly, because we've done this hundreds of times. We're not going to lead you astray. If we lead you astray, we get bad reviews. We don't have any.
And
So,
I think also a lot of people make the mistake of like trying to collect paperwork before connecting with a Panamanian immigration lawyer. Like, no, you want to be working with your immigration lawyer throughout the whole process.
Because then you end up doing it twice because the paperwork's wrong. So
that part, because I got copies of our marriage license, for instance, and after I got the copies, and I bought them and everything, and I thought, I wonder. It said that I needed that, but I wonder, is there a time frame on that?
Yeah, there is.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So see, I have copies that I don't need. But,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know how to get it now.
Yeah, at least you know how to get it.
Yeah. At least I can prove we're married.
There you go. Thank you so much for coming on today. And
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Sharing with us.
And
But we'd love to have you guys.
Yeah.
We're looking for it. We've been telling everybody that's where we're moving to. I am 99% sure from everything that we have looked at, I've read, I've watched, I've talked to. Yeah. That's
we have a few openings next for a couple on the full tour 7-day October. I think we have 2 openings
in October,
November. Yeah. And one in November. Yeah.
Chat.
So just Retire in Panama tours. Check us out, and we will be there. Okay.
Sounds like the October tour. Sounds like it's the one that we'll probably end up being on then.
Perfect.
Okay.
Rosalind, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
We're here for you.
We'll see you here soon.
Okay, we should ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
And there's a couple more people that asked to come on live. We have sent you an invite. Check it. There might be a pop-up blocker you got to click on to allow it so you can see it. Jonathan, after your temporary visa, how long can you wait before you apply for the permanent? Typically, the process, first of all, pensionado, the process is all in one. Exactly. Pensionado, you get your temporary, then 4 to 5 months later, you'll get your permanent. You have to apply for the permanent. Here's the right answer before your temporary expires. Now, if you run into the situation that let's say you're doing a friendly nation and you have a 2-year temporary visa, you're supposed to apply for the permanent before that one expires, so they can issue you some more time to wait for the permanent. But I have known somebody who was out of the country that got an extension on that, but that all has to be done through your lawyer. So it's typically before your temporary visa expires.
But your lawyer should be walking you through all of that.
Dave the Priest coming to Boquete in January.
Woohoo! Let us know. We want to see you.
Hey, Keith, what can you tell us about Delega? Well, I lived in Delega for 1 year in 2021. And very quaint, quiet town. Nothing really for shopping besides your independent little corner stores and stuff like that. They do have a couple good vegetable markets, some fondas and stuff like that. But you're exactly virtually halfway between David and Boquete. The weather is cooler than David and a lot warmer than Boquete. It's a few degrees cooler than David and less humid.
You're at about 250 meters.
Yeah, 230
elevation.
meters. So 500 feet. Sorry, 700 feet. Can't even do my math. And it's nice. It's a safe town. Very, very nice community town.
Very Panamanian, but a small group of foreigners too.
Very affordable.
It is about the different type of lifestyle, and also if you want to be embracing more local culture and experience, And you will have neighbors, you know, like any other Panamanian neighborhood, where maybe you might have a rooster, maybe a cat, dog, stuff like that.
Many, yeah.
But it has a beautiful positive size of it.
And,
You gotta try
it's up and coming, and it's so affordable. The place I lived in is, we just saw it listed today. Finally, it's for rent again. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath on a fully fenced, gated, cute property. Great outdoor space, and it's $400 a month, unfurnished.
Yeah.
The same it was.
And it's still
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I was paying the same thing.
Yeah.
4
And,
years ago.
in that
And
place,
it's nicer now because I fixed it up some, and then the other guest fixed it up.
yeah. But that house, in my opinion, has character.
Some. Oh yeah.
It does have character, and you can make it a very nice place to live.
Yeah, it's AC in the
you
main rooms. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta try, Kevin.
How do you get a temporary visa? All visas in Panama start with temporary and then go to permanent. So it's just applying for a visa, you get your temporary. Depending on the visa is how long the temporary visa is going to be before you get your permanent.
Yeah. And not all programs will lead you to permanent, but most of them.
Yeah, the only one that doesn't is the digital nomad visa.
Mhm.
It's just a 18-month temporary visa. Anyone here, Aussie, from the US or Canada can stay for 180 days, and from most other countries can stay for 90.
As a tourist.
Yeah, most other countries. There are some countries it's only 30. How many expats? Who's counted? It's been closed.
Well, there was a number estimated a couple of years ago. I would say around 4,000 in the whole district.
Yeah, I think it's definitely growing rapidly,
Mhm.
but we haven't gotten accurate numbers recently.
Yeah, no. I remember back in 2011, 2012, there was estimated about 5,000, but there's a lot of people who have gone, will come in new ones. So I would say roughly estimated 4,000,
I
45.
think you're right. Last time I counted, at least. No, that's definitely about right. Hey, James, you're a healthy 80-year-old. Good for you. U.S. folks with your cedula, can I get health insurance? There's 2 options for you in the country, depending on where you live. In the Western Cherokee end, there would be Family Medical through Pan Pacific Life, and in Panama City, Santa Fe Hospital. And they offer plans without age limits. They're stricter when you're over 75, but we still have many people that have been accepted. And the plans range around 175 to 180 a month. And they are copay plans where you pay 30% of the hospital bills and the doctor's bills, and the insurance pays the 70%. So those are your 2 options for somebody over 75 in Panama. If you're less than 75, you can get international health insurance, and you can keep it until you no longer need it. Okay. I hate saying it until you die. Okay. Hey, Deborah, you're coming on a tour. Good for you.
We're interested in the climate of Boquete and a condo or apartment situation, so we're not isolated. Is that available in that area?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very. You have a condo apartment in a gated community or non-gated community.
Yeah.
Either downtown or just outside, a little outside of downtown.
Yeah,
Okay.
some new ones being built too.
Mhm.
Hey, Ted, your message, you're checking on the update of your book, must be Panama Access Pass. I will update it and send you an email with the tracking number if we have it. To drive from Georgia through Mexico to bring some of my things if I decided to real estate.
Well, there's a
Hey,
lot
dolls.
more countries than Mexico
Yeah.
from Georgia to
7,
Panama.
8.
I think you need to look into that a little bit more. It's possible. People do it. It's not easy.
I don't think it's going to be more affordable or less risky. do the travel, the driving, all the things. So.
It will be more affordable to ship your things. It's really just something to do if he really wants to have that adventure. That would be the main reason to do it. But there are caravans of people who do it together, and that would be the safest way.
Yeah, that would be the only way I would recommend it. What it's called, Central America Overlanders, I believe, is the group on Facebook that people
Something
that
like that,
do this. Central America Overlanders. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how I jumped down so far.
No,
No,
there we go.
Go down. Go down.
No, we're right here.
No. Oh yeah.
Well, he jumped a couple of them.
Yeah. The question. Oh, thank you. What? Oh, from Texas, and to make it a question, how are you guys so great? Hey, James, thank you.
Thanks, James.
We're trying.
Got the chat. Is the return? Yes, Deborah. The return flight from David back to Panama City is included in the 7-day tour. Okay, Amanda, we're going on your tour in September. Yay! And we plan to move to Panama for at least 6 months starting in November. Our biggest concern is bringing our golden retriever. You say that many people hire an agency to handle this move from Canada, many separated from the pets sent via cargo. Well, Amanda, I don't want you to send it through an agency if your pet can actually go on cargo out of Toronto. And 2 airlines in November will do that, Air Transat and into Rio Hato and Copa into Panama City. We can assist with that. We offer a pet relocation service, $350 from the beginning, from 60 days out till the final. We'll be there guiding you step by step, checking all the paperwork, getting getting all your right vaccines and getting the right vets and the right timing and getting everything to MINSA, who is the health department here, before your arrival to make sure everything is set and clear. Just go right onto our website, retireinpanamatours.com, fill out a contact form, and we can help you out there. Because unless a golden retriever is well over 100 pounds, he can probably go on commercial. If you're going to send them with an agency, you're going to be without your dog for up to a week, depending on when they pick them up and when they're going to deliver. So, but the most important thing is to get your dog there.
Awesome.
Okay, want to read that one?
If both me and my wife received $900 and something dollars, just under $1,000 each, would we qualify because the combined amount is over $1,800, but is not $1,000 each for retirement?
Yes. You only need $1,250 together. It doesn't matter where the pensions come or who they come from.
Yes.
As long as
married couple.
As long as you're a married couple, yes, with a marriage license.
Each dependent requires an extra $250.
Okay. A few weeks ago, Oscar spoke eloquently about Chitray and its people. I know the Acero Peninsula climate is hotter than other regions. How does it compare to other regions for humidity?
The Suero is actually the driest area of the country.
Yeah, it's a drier, meaning like absence of water. We're not dry in the field. Panama has a lot of humidity here, so anywhere in sea level, it will be pretty much the same heat, the same humidity. In some areas, you'll feel more than others, according if you have more presence of rivers or close to mountains, or if you are right in the middle of not much of the wind. Current winds.
Yeah.
But it's all about elevation. So anywhere near sea level, it's going to be always the same temperature and always same humidity. What it varies to make it less humid, it is if you have a breeze. So if you're living by the ocean or very close, you have that Pacific breeze, you get a better situation. Or sometimes parts of the year, when it's raining, it gets a little fresh, but the humidity always.
Yeah, obviously there's less humidity when it's when it's not raining. So, but
Yeah.
you know,
But it's different kind of humidity.
Mhm.
You know, when I am doing the tours in the dry season, and I am some days I am in Chitre or I am especially in Chitre PSC. It is no one clouds. It is blue sky, gorgeous. It is breezy, it's manageable, storable. It's actually nice. The moment that no breeze, you want to be in somewhere with the AC
Yeah.
or in a fresh swimming pool.
In some shade.
Yeah, in the shade, holding a margarita.
Okay.
Annie, where is the best region to live with children as an expat?
But basically, will be depends about your lifestyle.
Yeah.
I would say if you're looking for a higher education, things to do, the Panama City is always a lot going on for children, more options for schools. Chitre has very decent options for schools, very safe. It's more simple lifestyle, but very safe. Boquete, it is a different spectrum. It's better weather. There is some bilingual schools. There is some several private. There is some childcare options. David has also. So it's basically according what will be the weather and what will be the most appealing regarding to the lifestyle.
Yeah, those are the major ones.
Mm-hmm.
In past sessions, you mentioned that the octane level of gas in Panama is different. What are the other differences, Oscar, related to cars and car maintenance that you should be made aware of here?
Well, the basically the models, because some models, if you bring in Panama, European vehicles are more prone to be more difficult to find parts and maintenance. The fuel, if you buy a car that is being sold for Panama market, for Latin American market, you should not have a problem with it, gas whatsoever. But if your car is bringing just straight up from another country, especially from US or Canada, then you will have a little challenge depending, because if it's a fuel injection, then you might have to go through some catalyzers or oxygen sensors every once in a while. Because our premium here, as far as I know, is the regular back in the US. Besides that, the suspension parts. So some people like some brands, the people of it, and let's do an example in the US, like a Jeep Wrangler or the Rubicon, great cars. But here in Panama, they're not. You don't find the parts that easy or people did it. They can work as good in those vehicles. So you won't be able to find that easy a joint bushing for suspension. So you have to make sure that you know very well your car and you can order it online. I own a Land Rover 95, believe it or not. Even I own a European vehicle, but that's my dummy baby. So I have learned how to get parts from online, and I've been saving quite a bit of money. I don't bother to look here in Panama. Sometimes maybe I use part. Maybe sometimes you can find, but that's very personal. Like, but
Typically, you would never recommend.
I will never. I have it with me because I love it, but that's me. That's my personal option. But if you I wanna save you headaches to anybody, don't jump into that. Get Toyota, Isuzu, Honda, Subaru, Kia, Hyundai, Honda, yeah, Suzuki. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's talk to Howard and Shelley, Saskatchewan. Howard and Shelley, do you know I'm from Regina? And your question is, we are thinking of only Coronado area, and so a 7-day tour is not necessary for us. I'm not at all trying to be rude here, but it sounds like unless you've been here before, because it says you're looking for a tour, you probably don't 100% know that. You might only be looking for beaches, but the 7-day tour is 5 days on the beach, and it shows you every one of them. Not every, sorry. that would be a 1-month tour if we saw every one of them, but it shows you all the different areas.
I'm just saying, a lot of people I have in my many years doing this work, many people have been just, I want this place. I know this is my place. After the tour, no,
They change their mind.
They change their mind. So Coronado, yeah, it's great. I'm not gonna lie, it works for a lot of people. But maybe it's been on me. Maybe it's better
nice to see it all first to
Yes.
know that that's definitely the
Exactly.
place.
So doing the 7-day tour, it will reassure you, or will give you another perspective that you didn't know.
But instead of the tour, if you're interested in the Panama Total Access Pass, that's this product right here. Like instead of a tour, you'll be able to log into your members area, which I'm logged in here, so you guys get a free preview because I see the members area. And you scroll down to, oh, here they got drivers, and you will be able to find a driver, a tour guide for the day at about $180. And that will take you all around the Coronado and areas. And also in there, as you saw, is access to everything we've been talking about here, all of our contacts, our entire Rolodex over the last 15 years, and the book to a nice 110,000 word read, but still everything you need to know all about Panama. So if a 7-day tour is not for you guys, Howard and Shelley, then yeah, grab a copy of the Panama Access Pass. Starts at $497, and come down here, book your guides, and from the
there's some really fabulous
section.
guides in the Coronado area and our members area, and you'll obviously get all our support to get set up there and lots of good info. So for people that already know for sure this is where we want to go in the country, the Access Pass is the best thing for you.
Most, a lot of people that buy the Access Pass have been here once, and they've actually, have, okay, yes, I want to move to Coronado. I've been there.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, guys, give it a try. Like, give the whole country a try. Like, you're just going to learn more about the country that you're going to be part of. Okay. David, where do you find the home quarantine for the dog? Just go to the website, Retiring Panama Tours, hit the search bar, type in pets. You'll find the articles on pets, which the quarantine forms are downloadable, the most current ones. If you do a Google search online, you'll download ones that are from 2017, and then the Mensa people will reject them.
Yeah. Also, just reach out to us. I mean, you guys came on tour with us, so
yeah.
Rod is happy to support you guys if you need some additional help.
100%. Ozzy, Panama, I understand does not recognize same-sex marriage. Therefore, how would same-sex marriage be treated legally? It's not treated as a marriage. So if you're coming in as a couple, you're going to have to come in with 2 different pensions.
Yeah, or 2 separate visas. I know. What's wrong with her?
I don't know.
Speaking of pets.
Yeah, speaking of
one
pets.
Of our dogs is upset tonight. Yeah, so you would have to come in on 2 different visas, unfortunately. But besides that, it's a very friendly culture here.
Yeah.
I mean, all of our gay friends here are very happy, expats and locals. So hopefully we'll get there with legalizing the marriage. There's a lot of advocates working towards that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we see everyone saying it's so safe there, but when we look at houses for rent or buy, everything has bars on them. Many high fences, barbed wire, fit so safe, all the extra security.
It's just prevention. It is safe in different manners, but I mean, if you don't live in a gated community, you're in the middle of neighborhood, that it's kind of like the way it is here in Panama or in Latin America, because it takes one special person that's done much of the work, and it will be an opportunist.
It started back in the Noriega years when there was some insecurity, and then it just became like, well, if my neighbors have it, I should have it, and then you don't want to be the only one in the community without it. And so, it's a preventative tool for any sort of like theft or crime. There is petty theft that we hear about in Panama sometimes. If you like leave your car open or leave your windows open or something, or if you had like workers at your house that you didn't know weren't trusted people, sometimes that will be, they'll see something and try and get in and steal it. But it's pretty rare that we hear about violent crime against expats. Typically, if it does happen, everyone knows about it, and it's like the talk for months because because it doesn't happen that often.
And by the way, when it comes to the just somebody getting to your yard and got something, it's because you probably have left it the same thing for many times, for the longest time, unsecured, and one day people notice it, so 8 people saw it. So it's not gonna happen anytime, anywhere.
If you don't like the look of the bars, the gated communities don't have them, so that could be an option for you. There's also some companies like Furtech that do like iron screens for screen doors and screens on your windows, so you still have the security of the rest of the people in your neighborhood without the look of the bars.
Mhm.
But once you're here, you just kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, see, is it safe taking Uber?
Panama City, yeah, 100%.
That's my go-to. Uber.
I just use Uber in Panama City.
Mhm.
Safer than taxi. Not to speak bad about, because there is really good taxi drivers. But the thing is, if you're gonna take a taxi, you always negotiate the price beforehand, no after. And if you're a taxi driver will not give you the price to where you're going, do not take that taxi.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
For me, I love the Uber. It's always business, so I get copies of all my receipts, stuff like that. I know I don't have to explain, like, even though I probably can now with my limited Spanish. It's so much easier just to press a button. This is where I'm going, and everyone knows. Okay. Okay. What is the coolest weather in Panama? I think you guys were there yesterday.
Cerro Punta, or actually Guadalupe will be the
Yeah.
coolest.
Yeah.
Cerro Guadalupe, right a little bit up Cerro Punta. Will be the
Yeah, that
coolest.
will typically be like 70s during the day, 70s Fahrenheit, and maybe down into 50s in the evening.
And then can even drop to 40s in some evenings.
Yeah, anywhere up in the highlands.
Yeah, because you're about 2,100 meters.
Volkswagen question.
Your dog is not doing well tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's here. Yeah. She drank water too fast. Okay, Oscar, the Volkswagen Amarok. You see a lot of those around here.
Yep.
What's your feeling?
It's a great vehicle as long as you have the money to spend on the parts and you do the maintenance on time. One thing about European cars is the maintenance by the book, extreme by the book. The difference between Europeans and Japanese cars, they prevent that, so you can get a little bit more of the mistreated, and they're still doing better. And also like the finding parts is easier. Amarok, if you're not gonna be a work truck, if it's gonna be just your truck for your lifestyle, but nothing heavy work, it'll be fine. It's just you gotta make sure do the proper maintenance. And Spectre is getting more expensive than a maintenance from a Hilux or a Isuzu or a Nissan.
Is it going to be like that unfortunate Volkswagen I had where all my parts came from Europe? Is the Amarok going to be like
Yeah,
that
if
too?
you want to pay less, yes. If
Yeah.
you want to pay less and get faster the parts, yes.
Yeah.
So probably not that convenient.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
There's not that many of them, so they're not going to have a warehouse full of parts.
No,
They
here they don't have it. It's just
like
it's
a
just a gun show.
Toyota.
They're powerful pickup trucks. I'm not gonna discuss that, but it's just the convenience is not there. So in this moment, there's 3 pickup trucks that I will suggest you: Hilux, Toyota, Isuzu D-Max, and the Nissan. If you're not towing, but if there is a new truck that is the Mazda BT50, the new generation are coming actually with the Isuzu engine. Before that, the previous generation came with a 3.2 liter diesel engine, the same one they use for past generation for Ranger. That's my go-to.
Yeah. For your 7-day tour, how big are your groups that you'll be touring in?
35 people.
I thought we were going to the double-decker bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60. No,
Max
we're teasing.
16.
16 max.
16 is max.
Yeah.
Somewhere between 12 and 16. Mhm.
Yeah, but 16 is the maximum number. We have a very comfortable minibus. We have very yeye. But for those that don't know what yeye means, it's a bougie, fancy, and Panamanian
Yes.
language. So we have 16 seats. They're reclinable seats. We have also Wi-Fi on demand. in our minibus. It's all satellite.
And we have a mini bar. You say? Oh,
We have a slushy margaritas.
slushy margarita machine right on the butt. Just
We have a
kidding.
I
bartender.
haven't seen that one.
Bloody Mary for you, mister. No, I'm just kidding. No, they don't
It's
have
a
that.
fun tour. Okay. Now, sorry, you obviously have your business name. You must use the platform too.
Should
But
I read it?
yes, I've already read it. You read it out loud because I want everyone to hear this answer.
Okay. If we have FBI check, marriage license, social security info, is there anything else we need? Does it need to be notarized or something else in the US?
That is a question for nobody but your attorney. At this point, if you have that stuff, you should have the attorney on a retainer right now, because we see nothing but people posting on, oh, I came here, but I had the wrong stamp, or I had the wrong date. I have to go back to the States, or I have to hire somebody now to get it. This is your attorney. I just put a link into the chat that we can connect you to one, but we don't give that question out because I don't exactly know if that's everything you need,
And
because we don't know your entire situation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you need a Panamanian immigration lawyer
Mhm.
to work on this process with you,
Yeah.
and everyone works a little bit differently.
Yeah, like you can't get away without using a lawyer, so why not get one now so they can approve your paperwork and tell you the process to get through. There's different things that immigration prefers and that they're used to seeing, and just to make the whole process easy, a good immigration attorney will help you. Okay. Look, David liked our bus. Hey, Dave, how are you?
That's right. Cold water. They missed out on the slushy margaritas.
And yes, we do have high-speed Wi-Fi throughout the bus.
Yeah.
Jody. Oh, you're coming. Hey, this is Jody. She's coming next week.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we missed.
Okay.
Do we miss this one? How do
FBI.
I apply for
There
permanent
we go.
residency?
That was a big one.
How do I apply for permanent residency? I visited Panama several times. Love it. No, I would like to live in Cangrejo. Do you have attorneys, professionals who can assist? Yes.
Oh, yes, we do.
The link
Check the
is
chat.
just the chat down at, I just put it in, Ozzy. There's many different things. If you're not retired yet, you're going to have to look at one of the other visas, the Friendly Nations visa, professional visa,
Mr. Visa.
get a job.
Very
Yeah.
Panamanian.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, guys. I thought we'd finish early because let's see if anyone else here.
Holiday weekend.
Yeah,
Although we had a
holiday
good turnout.
weekend. We
despite
did
the
for a
holiday.
holiday weekend, but and the last people that no one else has come on live. I invited two more, but they didn't come on. I believe I got them all. If I did, you guys all go and have a happy July the 4th.
This little girl needs some love. It wants to say
Well,
I'm
maybe
needy.
she's got a tummy ache.
I'm
I
needy.
think
Did she
she
get into
does.
her
I'm
food?
needy. I'm needy tonight. I'm
Matt
needy.
says, enjoyed this week. March can't be here quick enough. Learn something each week. Thanks, Matt.
There we
Gracie
go.
says that she loves.
See you guys in a few days.
All right.
All right, everybody. Have a great holiday weekend. We'll see you
Bye-bye.
next week.
Talk soon.
Thank you so much, all of you.